be on our recording. Okay, so I'm going to do this quickly. So here is a calendar where I tried to put everything in that we've talked about so far. Notice that B is for breakfast. It's provided all week. Lunch all week is on your own unless you are on a optional tour, and then most likely a packed lunch is included there for you. Dinner we have on your own on Sunday and on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, we talked about doing our Cast A dinners together. Tuesday, we have an era dinner. Monday, at the welcome reception, the Irish evening, there's a light meal provided. And on Saturday, there's a supper and then a dance party with Up With People Survival Band. So this kind of is here. I did put the LX, which is Legacy Experience. If you have kids that are doing that on that Monday, there is a family, it's our family day that we do things together. So there's that piece. Talking about afternoon tea, we have 250 euros that can be used towards the tea and the whiskey tasting. It cannot be used for the beer experience. Notice it has to be booked by the 31st of May. Here are our dates that are available. We need a minimum of 10, a maximum of 35 in our group. Our price point is between 39 euro and 45 euro per person. I'm not sure what the optional add-ons are. I will ask that question as well. And full payment is required 7 days before the event. So we were here with the whiskey tasting. It also has to be booked by the 31st. Notice our times are 13 or 1 o'clock p.m. to 3. Is that what I said? 3 p.m. On Sunday the 20th, Friday the 25th, Sunday the 27th. So that's what we have there. Minimum group is 4, maximum 20. Payment is due at the time of the booking. What did I hear? Did somebody have something? Unless it's somebody trying to get into my meeting.
Yvonne sent a message that her iPhone's not working with the group meeting, the Google meeting. She said next week she'll get a new one. Have fun.
Okay, thank you for that, Christine. Thanks. Okay, if you're wanting to do the brewery experience, this one has to be booked by the 4th of July. And they start on the 19th, which is Saturday the 19th throughout Alumni Week. A minimum of 10, maximum of 20, and they're giving a special Up With People alumni rate of 21 euro per person. And once I go into the website, I will show you what we need to do for that piece if that's what you're interested in. So what we have to do is we have to select a primary contact for the group. I'm going to ask somebody else to be the person who would do this for me. My week is not going to allow me to do that part. That person will complete the form on the Alumni Week website, sharing the activities that we are interested in and ranking the days we would like for the specific events. They have a cast crew rep liaisons who are working with the different casts who will reach out to confirm the details, send the information to the appropriate venues, and then the venue will contact that person for the final reservation and payment details. So this is what I had last time we met with the people. I don't know if that's still what we're interested in. Is there anyone who wants to be added, who's not there? Anyone who wants to be deleted? Because then that would help the person know how many people they are asking for. Any thoughts from anybody else? And I guess you don't have to know today. That would just help the person who's going to make the reservations.
How do you get yourself on the list?
If you tell me, I'll put you on the list. How about that?
Okay.
Yep. I can do that. Do you need to be added, Christine?
Yeah, I don't know how to get in and do all this stuff.
All right, just tell me what are you interested in? I can do that.
The tea.
Okay. I'm
Me too, Marcy, please.
You too?
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. I'm going to do it this way.
I would go for the tea as well.
Okay.
Add Kevin to the whiskey.
All right, Kevin's on the whiskey. Okay, I'll put you on the whiskey, Kevin. Okay. Anybody else on here that needs me to make a change? If
Um,
you don't, you can always send me a message.
Sorry, Marcy.
Yes?
Do we know at what time in the afternoon that would be? Because the one day we would have our rehearsal and cast picture taken, for example. I'm not sure at what time that will be, for example. So I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
I don't know that we should try to schedule it on that Friday. That's the only thing I would say. They haven't given us detailed information about production days, like when our pictures will be, when our rehearsal will be. And I know you rehearse in one place, then you rehearse on stage. So I don't know when that's going to be yet. So what has been suggested is we stay away from Friday. That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope it's right after the whiskey tasting.
I hear you. Okay. First, let's see. Whoever raised your hand, go ahead and speak because I can't tell who you are. I'm sorry.
You first said that the both of tea and whiskey would be the same day, possibly.
I'm going to pop back and see. I got to go back to that page. Thanks for that, Florence. So let's go back there. So this one would be the 20th. Oh, it says the 20th. I'm sorry, 20th to the 25th. My mistake. So it's the whole week. And then this one is also the whole week minus the 25th, which is Friday, which we wouldn't want it to be there anyway. So what I can do is I can reach out to the cast rep liaison who will be helping us to book it and see if they can find out, one, how long of a time frame it is, and maybe that will help us decide when our time would be the best for our choices. So if that's okay, then what I would like to do is once I have that information, I can send that out. Will that be okay? Yes, Dirk, what's your question?
The 250 euro that seems here for the tea and the whiskey.
Mhm.
And on the other, it was mentioned at the brewery as well, or?
It is my understanding is it is not part of the brewery. The brewery
Yeah,
that isn't given. Yes,
right.
it was just for the whiskey tasting and after.
When you go to the to the 3 columns with the names, please. Yeah, this and seems like it belongs to the 250 in the header.
Right. What we were thinking about doing is taking our 250 euros and then based on the number of people, we just divide it that way. Because we were just given it was a
So it's just for whiskey and tea.
that is correct. Yes.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
excluding the
you
brewery.
are correct. You are correct. Yes. This was
Okay.
it was my older slide. So thank you for that. Yes. It is
No,
just
no worries. Just
and-
getting. Yeah, but we can put me on the brewery, please.
yes. Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. So then our next piece we'll be talking about, I saw another hand. Okay, who else? Marike?
I thought maybe it's a good idea to plan our afternoon tea on a day where there's not fishing, because probably there's food included also. So, and if you do an afternoon tea and supper, it's maybe a little.
Understood. Okay. Yes. So if we look here, we can see that Tuesday I know is our day where no tours are scheduled, but you're right, there is a dinner there as well. Okay, who else? Kiki.
Yes, I've been to a couple of afternoon teas and it's a lot of food. So I would suggest to book at 1 o'clock and we have it as a lunch.
Great idea. Great idea. I'm getting my book out. I have to write this down. As much as I would love to tell you that I can remember, I can't. So I like that idea. Yeah. So after my meeting, I have to go back to my pages and read it. So that's good. Okay. All right, and that's what we can look at. So maybe a 1 o'clock and use it as the lunch when you have to do it on your own anyway. Great idea. Okay. Okay, going back to the things that I saw another hand. Hannah?
Oh, there we go. Now you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Good. I just saw that on Sunday, in the end of the week, it was something scheduled. I thought we finish on Saturday.
Yeah, most everything finishes on Saturday, but they were offering one tour on Sunday because Saturday night is our last night of an activity. So they're offering the Galway City Tour on Sunday, as well as St. John's Castle. But you can go to St. John's Castle anytime during the week. But they just offered one more thing at the end because some people may not be leaving until Monday. So that's why they offered that tour.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. Then I'm going back to some ideas that Christina has shared about the Mill Market in Limerick. It runs on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can see the different themes they have. They have the outdoor cafe and live music on Fridays, farmers market and street food on Saturdays, and the outdoor cafe and the monthly fairs on Sunday. She also shared about the Limerick City Gallery of Art. And these are the people that I've seen. If you are somebody else in that group, please realize I did my best to find them. These are the people who might be interested in going to the art gallery. So they had Monday through Saturday, they're open from 10 until 5, Sunday from 12 until 5, and it's free of charge.
And it's Marcy, it's also located in the park. So it's like a twofer, you know.
Okay, perfect. Great. And then we talked about doing the music with the music trail pub. And so I just had that we had I'm going backwards. I'm sorry. I'm going to go backwards to our first one that we had talked about. Possibly Wednesday night would be ours. I know some people are not coming in until later that night. So we could also choose another day, another night if we wanted to do that. But this is the one, this was the page that told you what times the different pubs offered something. So I put it that way. Okay. This just kind of gives you this. And I'm going to send this to you as well as the video, the recorded video of this, so that everybody will have a chance to look at them. Just know that we talked about where you can help. All right. Thursday and Friday, we're doing dinners together. And these people said, Becca, Pascal, and Benny had said, okay, yes, we'll help with the food. So I've decided that I'm going to ask them to be in charge of that, just making sure it happens. Okay. Kiki.
A little bit wrong here. You are more than welcome to me, Keith, and Becca on Thursday. Otherwise, it's the same people both nights.
I got you. All right. So say it to me one more time.
Becca, Keith, and me. Welcome to us on Thursday.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
And I'm not sure Becca is on Friday.
Okay.
I think it's Rex.
I'm going to do this.
Maybe not, but
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. Okay. And still looking for anyone who wants to assist with transportation. That means if we get a group going somewhere and we need to get either a taxi or an Uber to go into Limerick, just somebody could be the point person. They're easy to get. They're actually, now that they realize how busy the university is during this week, they sit and wait at the university. Just to let you know that. And then I'm looking for somebody who might be the WhatsApp king or queen, who will be willing to help with communicating to everyone who's there. If everybody gets on WhatsApp, somebody can say, hey, we're going to be here at this time. That helps as well. So I'm just throwing that out as well. Okay. The next thing we need to talk about is arrival information. So in my last call that I was in with the reunion team, they need to know when people are arriving in Limerick to plan registration accordingly. They pay for each hour that they have the registration open in their facility. And so they need to know, do we need to be open more at 8 o'clock in the morning, or do we need to be open more at 5 or 6 at night? And if somebody's coming in late, like if you give them your flight information or your arrival time, if something is running late, if your flight is late, and they will be able to check on that. They've got people who will double check on flights so that if you were to arrive at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, one, they can make sure that somebody's there to get you into your apartment, as well as making sure that they can get you your registration stuff, even though stuff is not open. So to do this, you need to modify your registration. I didn't know how to modify it, so I've got slides to help you. So when you go back into the Alumni Association where you would register, there's a little drop down arrow there, and you're going to hit modify my registration. Then it's going to ask you for your email address. Once you give it your email address, it will send it to your email, a modification link. Once you click on that, it will give you this email, and you want to modify your registration. Okay. And then all it is, you're going to the part where you tell them when you're coming in. That's what it's asking about, your arrival time. You can, if you don't want to put your flight information, you can put your time you anticipate. That just helps them decide, 1, do we need more food? 2, where does our registration need to be open at what time and on which days? That's what they're looking for. Okay, this is who I have coming right now. If I'm missing somebody let me know. This is what I have right now. And I know not everybody is registered, and that's okay, but I just want to make sure that we know if there's anybody else in our cast who's coming that we don't have on our list. Okay, so maybe we're good because I don't hear anything from anybody else. So that's what I have right now. Okay. All right. Questions, concerns, thoughts. What do you have? What do you have?
I just was wondering, how much time do I have to plan when I fly into Dublin and then want to book a bus? So do I have to take, I don't know, 2 hours before the bus can leave? So I have enough time to get my luggage and to get to the bus station and then go to Limerick?
Okay. If you're flying into Dublin, the buses leave from the airport. So, and my understanding is they go every 30 minutes. Let me see if I can pull up. That's how you get to it. Let's see if I can.
Marcy, did you know whether or not it's important for us to pre-book that bus, or is it pretty? If they come every 30 minutes, is it pretty easy to just get on one?
You have to get a ticket. But they say that it's not necessarily. They suggest that you buy a ticket ahead of time. And I did it. I'm going to do it like the week before I go. And if for some reason your flight was delayed and you didn't get there at time, as long as you have a ticket, they will let you get on the next bus, even though that wasn't your scheduled time. That's what I was told. Some people said they bought their ticket once they arrived and then got on as well. Last year I came into Shannon, so I didn't come into Dublin. So it was different. I did a taxi from Shannon. All right. I heard there was a change. Yvonne I'm going to add somebody to this real quick. All right. Okay. Anything else? Anybody? All right. So we talked about the tickets, bus tickets, and I can make sure that's there. But all right. What else? Somebody tell me something else. I was going to look for something, and now I've lost my brain. I can't remember. I was going to look for something in one of these. The thing, and I don't know what it was. Let's go.
You're doing a great job, Marcy.
Really great.
Honey, you guys are great. Thank you. I had multiple meetings yesterday. Come Come on, put this in there. I want that to go away. Over here. Okay. So no. Good. Let me see if I can get this one to pop up for us. I think I have too many tabs open. So I was looking at getting here. This is where I wanted to look. So these are the idea. If you were coming from Dublin, a lot of people took the big green bus because it takes you. Well, both buses actually take you straight to the university. They don't stop in between. They start at the airport and then go straight to the university. But then the directions here tell you where you can find it, the information. You don't want the local bus service here. So that's it. And you can book it right here. If you do the JJ Kavanaugh is here. If you click on Dublin Coach, which is the big green bus, click here. That will also take you there. The information for how to book theirs. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Do we feel good? Do we feel like we're making progress? Anybody want to say, I'll volunteer to take care of our afternoon tea and whiskey tasting? If not, I only charge $50 a person. Not a lot. I won't charge a lot. Just kidding. What else am I looking at? Optional activities. So the idea would be, I'm scrolling down near the bottom. Cast and crew. If you look at the so this is where I got the information. You can click here to submit a request. That's what we would do with whoever helps to set up the whiskey tasting and the afternoon tea. They also said in this email, let's see what pops up if I click it. Let's just see. We would just put our information here. And this will allow somebody to be able to reach us when we are looking to activities we would like to schedule. Okay. All right. All right. So other than that, I'm going back over here for one moment. And okay, things to think about now. So May 1st is the last day to register for optional tours. So if there's still something that you haven't registered for the optional tours, that's it. Something I learned yesterday. Guests that are not registered for the reunion can accompany a registered guest on an optional tour if there's availability. So the chances that they'll be considered waitlisted until they find out if there's availability. To do that, though, the registered guest needs to add the person to the optional tour registration through modifying your registration. So I just want you to know if there's somebody you know coming who is not registering and they might want to go, that's the way to do it. The merchandise they've got this year, it's a sweatshirt and a t-shirt for Ireland. And it's written in some old Irish something or another. I'm sorry, I can't tell you what it's called. I remember hearing about it. And if that's something you'd want, it was part of your registration where you could sign up to get that or to purchase that. If it's something you want, you have to order it by July 13th. There won't be any merchandise for sale at the Alumni Week. And the other thing they pushed yesterday was nominations for awards. If you choose to nominate somebody for one of the 4 awards, the nominations have to be submitted by April 10th. Other than that, that's all I have. Anybody have anything else? Do you have anything you need me to go back and check?
Good job.
Yeah, that's quite overwhelming preparations. Besides registering
Yes.
I didn't really use much of the information, especially not preparing myself yet. So, yeah, it's probably coming faster than I think. Well, let's see.
Well, you'll have enough to keep you busy, Dirk, to read.
Of course,
Yes, yes.
yeah, it's not so that I'm bored here, but I'm excited too. So I'm really looking forward.
I think that this was the best I was able to put together. If there's something else you think we need to put in here, I don't know if we want to do these on the same day, but we can also ask. The reason I looked at Tuesday was because no tours were scheduled. I don't know that I kept the tours page of who was going on which tour in my slide. Anyway, I can pull that in as well. But that's what I have for right now. Friends, that's all I've got. So
not so much. Thanks, Marcy.
And what I will do is I will share it with you. I will take the recording and share it and then send it out. Yes, my friend Kevin, what can I do for you?
Hey, I didn't volunteer for anything specifically, but I just want you to put me on a list. If you need help with something, just reach out and let me know what you want me to pick up.
You're great. Thanks, Kevin.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Other than that, our next meeting, let me look. I think we're going to have to change it because I think it is the weekend of my wedding. So Bryce's wedding. Let me go back and look. It's
Marcy, I can't understand why you won't just fit us in that weekend. Like, really?
I agree. I mean, heck, why not? I might
Just to the wedding.
But hey, so our options are the 11th, which is Mother's Day in the U.S., or the 18th. What's the thought process here? I'm assuming maybe the 18th. That would still be before the 31st deadline for some things. Will that be okay? Could we do May 18th?
Is that weekend also a long weekend in the United States? It's our Victoria Day weekend. Not that that matters.
Doesn't, yeah, that shouldn't
I
be.
don't think I don't see anything on my calendar, but that doesn't mean that I'm not. I don't see anything on that one.
Okay. I think Memorial Day is the following
next
weekend.
The last Monday.
Memorial
Yeah,
Day doesn't fall the same weekend. It's the following weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Often it falls on the same weekend. So that was why I was asking. So no, the 18th is great. Perfect.
Okay. All right. And then originally we were supposed to meet again on the 1st of June. I don't know if we want to move that back or if we want to keep that there because that may help us. That would be 2 weeks after our last meeting. It might help us just to make sure everything has been registered for, set up for us. Or we can move it a week back. We could go back to, I could go to the 8th of June. Any thoughts on that? Do you want to do June 1st or do we want to do June 8th? And then I will make those changes for us.
I think 8 is good.
Yeah.
8th is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do May 18th, June 8th. And then let's look. I guess we can do one more in July. Maybe July 6th. That would be what, about a week, a little over a week, 2 weeks before we get there. Okay. All right. Hey, if you have any questions, you have any concerns, feel free to reach out to me. I'll do the best I can. We'll get it there. I think we're good. When I hear other casts, number one, the only cast that has more people coming than us is E95, but I'm not done yet. I'm still reaching out to people. Yes. And I want to tell you something else I've done, and I need you to start doing this as well. I talked to 2 people who are not in my country this week. I talked to Ava. I sent her a message. When can we talk? We're 12 hours different. And we just talked. She called me. It was morning for her, night for me. And then I talked to somebody from my staff cast who lives in Denmark. And I've decided that once a week, I'm reaching out to somebody in my cast and we're going to talk on a call because friends, we're getting old. We got to do this. We're getting old. And
No, we are not.
I know. And I talked to Hannah. Hannah and I had a fun time on a Google Meet too. So I'm just saying, reach out to your friends. We got to chat some. So it was a lot of fun. And I said, okay, I need to make this one of my priorities. So just saying.
Yeah, we have in the beginning of May a European alumni meeting, and we're definitely going to promote it.
Yes. Yeah.
Although it's CAS specific, but and it's like 2 months or 2.5 months then ahead, but we definitely should promote it.
Yeah.
Chances are coming up, and we should use them.
Yes, I agree. It's fun. It's fun just talking about things, and you laugh about things that you don't remember, or you were in the same exact place, and your memories are so very different. So very different. So even when you have pictures to prove it, it's still very different in what people remember. So yeah, it's funny. So yeah. Okay. Other than that, that's all that I have today. I appreciate you joining me. And
Thank you
remember,
for all you're doing, Marcy.
feel free to reach out to me and we'll get it taken care of. Okay.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you, Marcy.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome. You guys
Bye,
have a great
everyone.
one.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye, Kev.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Okay, pop it up for everybody. I can't. And Anja.